All right, welcome to followmetrades.com Master Trader Bootcamp Information System. I'm Dean Jenkins, founder of followmetrades.com, and I'll be the one teaching the bootcamp series. So I just wanted to turn the camera on for a moment, say hello, and introduce myself and what we're doing here. This is an informal session. The invitation was for people who are interested in the Master Trader Bootcamp training, which starts tomorrow, runs for 6 weeks. So I'm here to provide a little more in-depth information on that, and then to certainly answer any questions that you have. This is being recorded, and I'll send a recording link out to everybody who are registered. So turn the camera off now, so that is not a distraction. And let's go ahead and get into the material here. Let me start. Anybody here, do you have a stock symbol that you're interested in, something you're thinking about maybe trading or you're tracking? Go ahead and type that symbol into the chat box if you would, and I'll demonstrate something here. And if no one does, I got a backup method for this. Yeah, I don't see anybody typing the symbol in, so let's do this. Everybody's shy or multitasking. I'm going to bring over CNBC, a pretty good thing. And whatever the company is that they mentioned first, I'm going to bring up a chart and analyze it. So let's see. Senate's passing the infrastructure, risky to enter the market, fully vaccinated people still. Moderna, okay, reaches a deal with Canada. So Moderna, we're going to analyze Moderna. Bring up the chart. I have not looked at Moderna in several weeks, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, so my point in bringing up this chart is this is what I'm going to teach you for those of people who sign up for the Master Trader Bootcamp. It's how to look at a chart and within a few seconds determine whether it's even worth spending more time on and whether there might be a potential trade set up there. So if we look at Moderna, within 1 second, I determined that I was not interested in trading it at this moment. And the reason is this meteoric rise, right? Just look at this thing. And of course, they got the vaccine and that's awesome, right? But, this thing in the last few months has just gone totally ballistic. And what we know is, this trend could continue, but all trends eventually end and correct. And we don't really know when that's going to happen. So what we like to do is try to get in early when trends are beginning and catch something like this, but to not chase a rocket ship, right? You can get burned by the exhaust, but chasing a rocket ship. So because of this meteoric rise, I would not be interested in trading or chasing Moderna at this moment. Now later, when it does correct, and then there could be a follow-on move that could be interesting, but that's not one that I would trade. I will show you one that I am kind of interested in, and that is, we were looking at it in the trading room earlier today, Hewlett-Packard. Now you can see what's different about this chart. When I showed you Moderna, right, it had done, get my pen working. It had done this big move up. And I said, all big moves eventually correct. Well, HPE has done that. It has corrected. And now what's it doing? Oh, it looks like it follows through. Looks like that original trend is now continuing on. This is the pattern we look for, and it's fairly predictable. After a big move, there's always at some point a correction, and then usually that original trend will take off, go to new highs. And the cool thing is we can predict how high that will go using Fibonacci extensions. So I just measure the moves that have been made already, and you can see I got Fibonacci extensions, and the probability is that HPE is going to make it up between 1850 and 2161. It's not quite ready yet. There's a particular pattern that we're looking for an entry here, and it hasn't quite been qualified yet. But if Hewlett Packard HPE gets up to about here, about 1509, it's going to be a go, and that'd be a great trade. Can you imagine getting into this at 1509, taking it up to between 18 and 21? That's going to be a really, really nice trade, percentage-wise, right? At a 25, 30% move. That would be awesome. So in the course, I teach you to pull up a chart and look at it and be able to make this kind of determination in a few seconds. And then there's some other detailed measurements we do to make sure the trade makes sense. But that's what the course is about, is being able to quickly look at charts and determine if there's a high probability trade setup. And there's about 5 criteria that we apply to look for that. And then we also teach how to scan for great trade opportunities, and then how to manage a trade once you are in it. Okay, so I just wanted to show a couple charts because that's the reality of the whole thing, all right? So let me just walk through a couple slides here. Okay, and again, the audience, the people who, that signed up for this, the invitation was, hey, if you're interested in the Master Trader Bootcamp, come to this session. I'll give you some more detailed information. I'll answer your questions. Okay. So, why are you here? You're probably interested in improving your trading skills. But the real underlying reason, why do we trade? Why do we want to get better at trading? It's to make profit. We want to make money in the financial markets. Right? That's the goal here. And so here's a couple questions for you to think about. Have you ever taken a trade, but then you really couldn't explain why? Right? Once you're in it, you got money on the line. Typically, if it's going down, you go, what? Why did I do that? Right? It could have been a tip, a news story, the neighbor over the fence, somebody at work, who knows, right? Oh, yeah, I gotta do that, right? But you go, why am I in this? Have you ever thought a trade looked really good, but then you were afraid to get into it? And of course, when that happens, it takes off like a rocket. I should have done it, right? But you were just afraid to pull the trigger. You ever been in a trade and then been paralyzed? I don't know what to do. And that can even happen with winning trades, right? I've experienced that earlier when I was just getting started in trading. After the 2008 financial, collapse, and I bought into a couple really, really low, Bank of America and stuff like that. And I bought Bank of America at $5. It went to $12. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a trading plan, and I was in great profit. But you have this tension, right? Well, if it's going to go back down, I don't want to give any profit away. But if it's going to go up, I don't want to miss out on future profits, right? What we need is a trading plan, a set of rules, so that it's pretty black and white. The script has already been written before we take the trade, put the order on, get in the position, and we just follow the rules, and we don't have that kind of stress, right? You ever gotten out of a trade early only to have it take off in the direction you thought it would? Maybe you take a small loser, right? You get in a trade, goes the wrong way, and of course then it takes off like a rocket and you missed it. Yeah, that is frustrating, right? So we got a trading system and a set of rules that help us avoid that. You ever stayed in a trade too long, taking a big loss? You get in, goes down, you go, it'll come back. And it goes down a little bit more, and you go, uh-oh. And then it goes down some more. Pretty soon you go, I can't close this trade. I can't take that loss. I can't realize it. And then finally, someday down the road, you end up closing the trade, and it's a big loss. And I've coached and talked to and worked with hundreds of traders over the years, and I hear a consistent story about people who go, man, I had some really good trades and I made a bunch of money, and then I gave it all back, right? And then I even ended up, worse than when I started. That's a common story, and the reason for that is risk control, right? And if you learn nothing else from my boot camp, you're going to learn how to not lose money, right? Some trades are going to lose. That's a reality. But when we do lose, we have a method, of calculating how much to put into a trade, how to manage a trade, how to have a reality-based stop and exit, and then without exception, we get out of the trade stop, take a very small loss, right? We can take a handful of losses in a row and not have it be a big deal, not be a setback if we are using proper risk management. Okay. All right, we've had a few more people join. Welcome. This is being recorded, so if you missed part of it, we'll send the recording out afterwards, okay? So these are some common situations that I've heard from traders that I've talked to, you know. You're not alone. Many traders are in this situation, have experienced this, made these mistakes. How would you like to be able to look at a chart and know in a few seconds if there's a good setup? So I demonstrated that on a couple of charts here at the very beginning, right? Seriously, 2 to 3 seconds. Once you go through the training, you practice a little bit, you pull up a chart, you're going to know within a few seconds whether it's even worth looking at, or, you know, it's a mess, or, you know, the opportunity is gone, or it's not ready yet, right? So if you'd like to be able to do what I call it instant chart pattern recognition, pull up a chart, look at it, and, you know, very quickly know whether it's even tradable and worth spending time on, right? Even if it's a company you like or company you hate and want to short, it doesn't matter, right? Ultimately, it's price action that matters, and we want to be able to look at that quickly and be efficient in our analysis and our trading. How would you like to have complete confidence in every trade you take? You don't have to be afraid. You go into it knowing, hey, some trades lose, but if I do, it's going to be very small. And I have a system and I have probability on my side. So there's a better, you know, there's 60–70% chance I'm going to win. And if I win, it's going to be bigger than if I lose. Just confidence in that, because you got a system and it's disciplined and it's methodical. How would you like to know exactly how to manage a trade once you're in it? So you get in, emotion, we can't help it, right? We get into a trade and it's winning, we get excited, it starts losing, we're bummed, right? A little stress might set in. But if you got a script already written, once you're in the trade, it's like, I don't, you know, it doesn't matter what my emotions are doing. My behavior, my decisions, my actions in the trade are going to be logical because they've already been pre-planned. That's what we're talking about. Okay. How would you like to know when to stay into a trade and when to get out? Right? Kenny Rogers, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. We got rules, we got a system. How would you like to be able to keep your losing trades very small and your winners big? Right? That's what a trading system is all about. A successful winning trading system employs good money management. We only take trades that have a good risk to reward ratio. A mistake that people make is taking a trade that could lose more money if it fails than they would win if it doesn't. Why would we do that? And the truth is, some traders kind of get target fixation, where they, you know, hey, you know, I'm you know, here's the marquee stocks that are in the news. You know, it's Microsoft, it's Amazon, it's Tesla, it's Apple. You know, and that's the universe of trades that they focus on. But the truth is, if you got, you know, 4 or 5 stocks that you're focused on, there may not be high probability setups on those, but you don't have to trade that very limited bucket of trade. There are over 9,000 publicly traded companies on the US exchanges, and then hundreds or thousands of ETFs. There's plenty of trading opportunities. And if we have the tools to scan the whole market and find great setups, high probability trades, let's go find those, let's go trade those, right? Rather than a very small bucket that may not be good at the moment. Okay. How would you like to not care if one of your trades fails? Because it's a system, and you know some trades fail, and if we do lose, it's going to lose small, a little bit, no big deal. Right? Gives you confidence. And how would you like to know, be certain you're going to generate profits over time because you're following an established system, right, with good risk management, good money management, high probability, high reward to risk trades, right? And if you follow the system and are disciplined, you know, some trades you're going to lose. You're going to take a loser now and then. It's going to be small, right? But over time, right, over 60 days, 90 days, a year, it's going to be profitable. My system's been profitable for years now. You know, some years are a little different than others, but, you know, I have not had an unprofitable year in over a decade. That's not because I'm a magician or anything. It's because with help from others and experience and practice, developed a trading system that works pretty good. Not going to get rich overnight. right? We're not going to turn 1,000 into 1,000,000, right? But it's good, solid, consistent profits. That's what we're trying to do here. These are the characteristics listed here of master traders. And many people have been through my training and are able to do this. In fact, some of them now co-host my trading room. They sit in as panelists and share with other traders, and it is really cool. All right, that's what I'm teaching in my Master Trader Small Group Bootcamp, which starts tomorrow. Okay, instant chart pattern recognition, exact trade setups, black and white trade management rules, risk management techniques to keep your losses small at a pain-free level, stress-free, relaxed trading with confidence, and how to be profitable. That's what we're doing. That is what it is all about. So the training, the program includes all of my training materials, which is there's a Master Trader course, right, with study guides and videos, right? The course is available standalone, self-paced. You get the course material. You get my options training course, which is the same 6 modules, study guides, videos, self-paced course. You get this, and you have access to this stuff for life. You get my Ichimoku Cloud training. You get 6 weeks of live training sessions on Zoom in a small group setting, no more than 10 people. Keep it small so I can give you very personal attention. And so this starts tomorrow. It's every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. You get an archive of all the previous training sessions. I record every session, and there's an archive. So you can go back and watch sessions from previous training. And, there's different charts we look at, different questions come up. You get a year of my trading picks and live trading room. So, I run a stock picking service. People subscribe to it. I send out the trades that I'm taking, and people can mirror my trades. You get a year subscription to that, year of access. If you are already a member of the pick service and trading room, then we stop billing you, of course, right? You get a year that's included in the program here. And if you have paid for an annual subscription, reach out. We'll work out a discount for you too, because you've already paid, and so we'll knock some off the price here, make that fair. You get a one-on-one consultation with me, and I'm here to support you, right? If we need more than one, we'll do more than one. But at some point during the course, you go, yeah, I got a few questions, and maybe the group setting is not the best place, so we'll set up a one-on-one. We'll share screens if we need to, and just work with you individually. That's available. You get a full year of support. Any questions that you have, come up later. I'm happy to support that and answer your questions. We can do it via email. If we need a quick call, we can do it. There are no software or indicators to buy. Everything you need for this program is included on your trading platform. I recommend TradeStation or Thinkorswim. Other ones will work, but those two are really the best, in my opinion. Okay, but there's nothing else to buy. Question comes up quite a bit. All right, we have 6 modules, 6 weeks. We go through Dow theory, which is trend analysis, trend change confirmation, some simple indicators that are free. We go through a simple approach to Elliott wave in module 2. We do wave counts, impulsive versus corrective waves. Module 3, we get into risk management and some of the statistics and theory behind it, and then how to apply that in your trading to keep losing trades very small, pain-free level. Module 4, we bring it all together into a trading system, the rules, the setups, the entry criteria, the trade management criteria. Module 5, we get into, hey, a business plan, trading as a business, tracking results, some psychology, dealing with losers. And then in module 6, scanning. How do we go find good trades, right? 9,000 publicly traded companies, hundreds or thousands of ETFs, right? It's a huge haystack. How do you go find those couple needles? We got some techniques and tools for that. And we also cover option contract selection in week 6. Once you've found a great trade, if you want to trade options, how do you go find out what the best contract to trade it with? So we include that in the training, right? So that's what we get here: instant chart pattern recognition, trade setups, trade management rules, risk management techniques, keep the losses at a pain-free level, stress-free, relaxed trading, profit. So time's running out. We're going to start tomorrow. We got a couple of empty seats. I do keep it capped at 10 students again, so I can provide really good personal attention to each of the participants. So that this was a quick session. It's informal. If you have questions, type them into the chat box. And I do want to, while you're typing your questions in, I will show you, right, here's the link for the training. And this website, this web page has all the details. You can see the clock is running down. All right, we're going to start tomorrow morning. I'll put this link in here. And then there's a discount. So we're getting ready to start. I got a couple empty seats. I want to fill them. So if you click this Enroll Now button, it's going to bring up this order form, right? The price, list price, $24.97. It's good value. If you type in a promo code, I'm going to type it in here into the chat box. Empty seat. It is cap sensitive. You can see the E and the S are capitalized. If you type that in, knocks $500 off. So, and there's a payment plan. You can do a single payment or 3 payments once every 30 days. That's available as well. So, any questions? And again, if you're an existing subscriber, shoot me a note. We will look at your account, what you've already purchased, and work out a fair deal for you. No reason to pay for anything twice, right? All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now. I will send it out to everybody who registered. But thanks for being here and for your interest in this, and hope if it looks like a good fit for you, I look forward to seeing you in class.